Alright, so earlier today, Fortnite officially released that Sprites will be in Chapter 7 Season 4, and they're adding a Sprite Garden to display your mastered sprites. Pretty sweet, in my opinion. Even if you don't like sprites or you got burned out on them, hey, a garden to display them, that's pretty cool. But I covered all that in the previous video. This video, I wanted to showcase the winners of the Design a Sprite contest. Now, I gotta mention this because originally I had planned to do a video. I asked everyone to submit their entries as well as tag me on social media, and I would pull all the ones I could find and do a video on them. Well, unfortunately, I kind of dropped the ball on that, but it wasn't my own doing. The problem was, I can't tell the difference between an AI design and a non-AI design without running every single image through a program, and there were hundreds upon hundreds of images that people tagged me in. So I learned my lesson. The first few that people tweeted me, I looked at them and I thought, man, these are really good. And I retweeted them. Boom. Instant mistake. The ones that I thought were amazing, people were blasting me. Tabor, why would you do that? That is an AI drawing. Why would you retweet that? You are absolutely canceled. What are you doing? You can't support AI generations like that. I honestly had no idea. This happened at least 5 times, and I had to undo the retweet. I had to apologize for retweeting AI slop, apparently. But to me, I can't tell. I honestly can't tell unless there's hand-drawn images. Some that I think look really good apparently turn out to be AI works. So I don't know how everyone spots these lickety-split, but I clearly cannot. So that's why I didn't do my video, because now I'm looking at all the entries and I'm thinking, well, I don't know if that's real. Is that real? Am I going to get canceled again for supporting AI slop? So it was just a big mess. And they didn't specifically say, hey, you can't submit AI works. So of course everyone was submitting those as well. Some of them I could clearly tell that they were done by AI. But others, yeah, I had no idea. I thought they were real. It turned out to be fake. I got in trouble for it. So that's why I didn't do my video. Well, regardless, Fortnite commented on the winners. So this is what they said. Season 4's Sprite Generation also includes the 5 Design a Sprite contest winners arriving in mid-season updates. So here they are, coming in mid-season of Season 4. So the first one is the Bullet Sprite. This was designed by, and I apologize if I mispronounce, it looks like Eno Rule or Eno Roll. So this is his design right there. It says Bullet Sprite, clearly. So I love the design on this one. It reminds me of an off-shade Bullet Bill from Mario. Looks fantastic. However, not a big fan of what it does, which is ammo boxes grant slightly more ammo. Don't we already have a sprite that does something similar to that? But still, that can be beneficial. Any ammo is great in my opinion, especially at the start of a match. I'm always scrambling for ammo. By the end, yeah, you get a bunch of limbs and you don't really need it, but beginning to mid-game, this would be ideal. So looks great, not sold on the ability, but it will be useful. So congrats for the Bullet Sprite, that's awesome. The next winner is by Stinky Princess Goose. Stinky Princess Goose. And it's called the Dumpster Dive Sprite. So this is a little raccoon sprite, so it is absolutely adorable. I do like this. Now, I don't like raccoons in real life because I have horses and I have goats, and raccoons carry some terrible diseases. However, I will not kill a raccoon. I just recently trapped 12 raccoons from my barn. 12. And every time I get one in a trap, I do a live trap, by the way, not a painful trap. But every time I trap one, they look at me with their, I don't even know how to describe it, their adorable eyes, I guess, or their pleading eyes. They look just like the image right here with the little glow bubble in them. They look cute is what I'm trying to say, but they are ferocious. So me and my son, on the first one we ever caught, we went to release it, and I drive, I don't know, like 15 miles away so it doesn't come back, but it was in the cage, and we were going to open it, and it was looking at me with those sweet eyes, and I felt bad, so I kind of got close to it. I don't know if I was going to pet it or what, but I was getting close to it, and that little sucker turned into the devil. The eyes went away, it lunged at me, it hissed at me, and I was scared half to death. So then we opened the trap with a stick, and it ran out. But they look cute, but don't be mistaken, they are ferocious. Anyway, long story short, I do like raccoons. So what does it do? It says gather loot from jumping into dumpsters. They call raccoons the trash panda, so that is absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 on the design. 10 out of 10 on the ability. That's a perfect winner. The third one is the Honey Sprite, and this is by Mr. Sam. I'm a big fan of honey, and it looks drippingly good. You can see he's got the honeycomb sticking out of him there, and there's a bunch of bees on him, a flower, and he's legit made of honey. So design-wise, that looks pretty gooey, pretty good. So suggested ability, let's see what they said. When a nearby enemy damages you, a beehive quickly emerges and releases a swarm of bees towards the attacker. What? The bees briefly pursue their target, dealing light damage over time before dispersing. After triggering, the ability enters a short cooldown before it can activate again. Okay, so will they do that? That is interesting. It's like the bees from Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. They will swarm you and do some damage over time. So that's my worst nightmare. I hate bees. As much as they are great for the environment, I'm allergic to all bees. So if I get stung by one, I got to get my EpiPen out and give myself a shot. So design-wise, this is awesome. Ability-wise, this is terrifying. But it does sound cool as well. Next up is the Pond Sprite by Pine and Kiri. Okay, so this one is a morphing one. That is clever. So obviously, you can master sprites. You start at level 1, you go to level 5. So levels 1 to 2, you're an egg. Level 3 to 4, you're a tadpole. And if you master at level 5, you turn into a frog. That is brilliant. Now let me tell you why I hate tadpoles. No, for real, I do. I hate tadpoles because I have a koi pond. And you know what the frogs do? They poop their tadpoles in my koi pond. Thousands upon thousands of them. And they get stuck in my filters, they get stuck in my waterfall. I think the koi actually eat them, and they keep me up at night. All they do is make their mating calls all night long. It's bizarre. I got a story for everything, apparently. But actually, this is probably the most well-designed sprite I've seen thus far. The fact that it can morph into 3 different stages, that is brilliant. Okay, so the ability says speed in water increases with each stage. Oh no, that's not good. I mean, how often do you swim per match? It makes sense, though. It 100% makes sense. But there's another ability at level 5. Increased jump height plus fall damage reduction. Okay, so that's a little more promising. I wouldn't ever see myself using the speed increase. I mean, obviously, if I'm swimming for my life, but I wouldn't be swimming it for my life because you're a sitting duck in the water. But the increased jump height is pretty cool, and we already have fall damage reduction. So I don't know if they're going to stick with these abilities. Maybe they'll use the design, but change the ability. We'll see. But 10 out of 10 on that design for sure. Now, the last one is a hand-drawn one. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, we can tell that it's 100% not AI because he drew it himself. And it's the X-Ray Sprite. So let's see, what does this do? Reveals players through, does that say walls? And other objects for a short time. So this is like a professor sprite. He's got the goggles, he's got the lab coat. So that's cool. I mean, that one will look great, and it's very practical. You basically get wall hacks, is what it sounds like, for a short period of time. Okay, so I just clicked the link, and it's a guy. His name is Brady, and he's only 8 years old. That's interesting. I thought you had to be, I thought it said like 18 plus, or 15 plus or 16 plus. I don't know. I didn't think people under 10 were eligible, but maybe his parents submitted it. I don't know. But the video shows him, and he said he's 8 years old. So that's cool. I love that they put a younger person's art in here, and it's well drawn. I mean, that's better than I could draw for sure. So shout out to Brady. Let's go for his X-Ray Sprite. Then they said, congratulations to these amazing sprite design winners. We've been overwhelmed by the over 20,000 amazing sprite designs the community created. It's been near impossible to narrow down our favorites. From the Fortnite dev team, thank you to everyone who shared your creations. But out of these, let's see, we got the Bullet Sprite, we got the Dumpster Dive Sprite, we got the Honey Sprite, the Pond Sprite, and the X-Ray Sprite. I think, visually speaking, man, I got to give it to the Pond Sprite. The fact that it can turn into 3 different forms, that's awesome. Ability-wise, though, I got to go with the X-Ray Sprite. Getting a ping on your enemy is so beneficial. Overall, all around, though, I got to go with the Dumpster Dive Sprite because it looks great, the ability's great, it's perfect. They're all 5 winners, obviously. They're all 5 great. And I think they did a pretty good job of picking. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about these 5 that won? Do you agree or disagree? And which one is your favorite, visually speaking? And which one has your favorite ability? So there you go. Those were all 5 of the Design a Sprite winners. They are coming next season in Chapter 7, Season 4. Again, sprites were confirmed, and now even further confirmed to be returning. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.